Now, we've been talking about for Christmas this idea of the nativity. How many people at your house you have a nativity? You guys have a nativity somewhere? Anybody? Anybody? Yes. How many people still have the baby Jesus in their nativity? Yeah, nobody's stolen it. No one's lost it. No, we've definitely done that. I was telling this story early on. Whenever my parents had a nativity, this is really cool action figures that did what I wanted to do. We pretty much had like G.I. Joes, and then there were Barbies in the world. So I had a whole bunch of G.I. Joes, and my G.I. Joes were interacting with the baby Jesus. How many people know what I'm talking about? They're like, he's over here. And they're hiding behind the donkey, and they're hiding behind the wise men. It's like, this is craziness. And then I'm like taking the baby Jesus and like using them like, X Games Extreme off the top of the nativity, like, And that's why baby Jesus only has 3 fingers on this one hand, because he was extreme. He's an extreme baby Jesus. Part of Christmas for us, as well as memories that we've had through the Christmas season, I shared this before. One of my favorite things was spending life doing life groups when we were in our church in Paris that we pastored in Paris, France. And a part of the Bridge International Church, we'll get to see a video from them. But as one of those things was an amazing piece was going and shooting photos out at Christmas time in Paris. And it is both beautiful and it is cold outside, baby, because that wind is blowing through your jacket and you're trying to get your little shaky hands out there to take the photos. And it was an adventure. And I was thinking of my friend Christoph as his birthday this last week, and thinking about him and I and others, my friend Danielle and others that were out shooting these photos in Paris and braving the cold to get the pictures of Printemps and these other places that were just absolutely stunning. That's one thing that ancient cities or older cities have. They have that benefit of is having this history of doing Christmas well. And Europe is one of those premier places. If you haven't had a chance to go and see the lights or see Christmas markets in Europe, man, put it on your list that whenever they finally free us to leave this country, that you should go there and be there with your family, make it a marked idea of going and be a part of the Christmas markets. This one is one, I think, in Cologne, where we've had a chance to be for Christmas, as well as other places. We were in Liechtenstein one time, and it was the first place that I saw people wearing full, all the way down to the floor, fur coats. And I was like, whoa. I'm from Phoenix, man. Like, we can barely wear the leather jacket we have. We get like 2 days out of it. You're like, I got a leather jacket day. And then you can't wear it ever again, right? Because it's too hot. You're like, so how many people know the friend that wears the leather jacket and they're sweating? You know what I'm talking about? Just for the look. It's for the looks, for the gram. But these people, man, it was because it's cold, so cold. It was an actual place where lots and lots of people had all the way to the ground fur coats. And I was like, this is amazing. It was like I'd gone back in time or something, It was absolutely stunning. But beautiful, amazing markets. You can see all the different stalls that are there in this next image, selling all these wares, all these knickknacks, and having all the different things. And this is the idea that we have in North America of what Christmas is, because this is the idea of where we live. But lots of my friends, including my friend Andrew, who I was thinking of and talking to this week in Australia, their Christmas is more like this. You guys got that next one? The one after? It's on the beach, man, because it's summertime. You know what I mean? All my friends in Paraguay and Uruguay and all these places, Argentina, they're like, no, that's not Christmas. Christmas is like outside at a barbecue. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So we are here in Phoenix. We're much closer to the southern hemisphere and how, the temperature and our vibe of Christmas. So it is something fun to think about. Now, as Christ followers, we of course know that Christmas is not all these things. It's not just lights, and it's not just festivals, and it's not just food in a normal year when we're not locked down. It's not those things at all. It's about Christ, and it's about the arrival of the Christ child. And so for us, he is the culmination. He is the focus of why we celebrate, because we've said this before, but it's so very true. Christmas without Jesus is a shopping sale and a lights festival. That's all it is. It's a shopping sale and a lights festival. And this is how I know that's true, because when we lived in the Middle East and the vast majority of people were not Christian, they still celebrate Christmas, because to them, it's just a shopping sale and a lights festival. But for us, let it be more than that. Let it be about Jesus. Let it be about the real reason